Guys, welcome to AGV and this is in this illustration an investor hold two equity shares A and B in equal proportion with the following risk and return characteristics. Return would be 28 and standard deviation of A would be 30 and return of B would be 24 and standard deviation of B would be 26. The return of these securities have a positive correlation 0.7. You are required to calculate the portfolio risk of return and risk. Further, suppose that the investor wants to reduce the portfolio risk to 17%. How much should the correlation coefficient to be to bring the portfolio risk to the desired level? Guys, so as here we have two securities, security A and security B, and the return of security A and standard deviation of security A as well as B has been given, and they are required us to compute the return and risk of the portfolio which has the correlation of 0.7. So going ahead with the solution, so we have the return of A as 28%, risk of A as 30%, and return of B as 24%, and risk of B as 25%. Correlation between the A and B would be 0.7. So expected return would be the return of A into proportion of A plus return of B into proportion of B, which would be 25 into 0.5 plus 24 into 0.5, which will be 26 is the combined return. Now the standard deviation. For the computation of standard deviation, we have the formula, which is standard deviation of P is equal to root of standard deviation of A into weight of A square, standard deviation of A square into weight of A square plus standard of B square into weight of B square plus 2 into weight standard deviation of A into weight of A into standard deviation of B into weight of B into correlation of AB, which is 30 square into 0.5 square plus 26 square into 0.5 square plus 2 into 30 into 0.5 into 26 into 0.5 into 0.7, which will be 25.83%. Now if the investor desire the portfolio standard deviation is 70%, then the correlation coefficient will be the formula of the computation of standard deviation would be taken, which is standard deviation of portfolio is equal to standard deviation of A square into weight of A square plus standard deviation of B square into weight of B square plus 2 into standard deviation of A into weight of A into standard deviation of B into weight of B into correlation of AB, that is equal to root of 30 square into 0.5 square plus 26 square into 0.5 square plus 2 into 30 into 0.5 into 26 into 0.5 into correlation of AB. So the return or the risk will be 17. So 17. So when we take this square root into opposite side, it becomes square. Therefore 17 square equals 30 into 0.5, 30 square into 0.5 square plus 26 square into 0.5 square plus 2 into 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.6, 30 into 26 into, and when we convert it in, and final decision of correlation of AB would be 0.269. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you are clear with this illustration. Your subscription is much required. Thank you.